Righto, so we're back for the second map for the semi-final. This is, of course, the Fresh Meat League, the first semi-final, and that is 3RP versus SS. And, yeah, so A's, what are you expecting for CP Gullywash Final 1?
Not too sure how SS play on this map, but I think we're going to definitely see a lot of the same with the scout usage on the SS side. I believe really aggressive plays by the scouts in that mid-fight, following aggressive plays by the, just not necessarily aggressive, but maybe just the soldiers coming through and the demos coming through to take positioning after the scouts have really opened up territory for them. And it's basically going to be up to 3RP to deal with the early aggression and then counter that with possibly killing the scouts and getting a player advantage off that.
Yeah, absolutely. And, of course, I'm quite glad that this map was in there for this, because, I don't know, it's like my new Badlands. If I'm perfectly honest, I really like Gullywash, and I think teams, it's good for teams, you know, like in regards to the ones that go aggressive and the ones that, you know, play a bit passive and stuff. It plays well to both sides, and you really have to adapt to it, so quite excited if I'm honest, Days.
Yeah, I think it should be another good game, I hope, a good game.
Yeah, most definitely. Right, well, these teams can't be too far away from reading up. I see one of them was going for a potty break or something like that. And by popular demand, superior DM. There you go, I've said it again. So, what's the plan for 3RP from here on out, bro?
I think they've decided they will definitely stick together as a team and see how much further they can take it. Definitely looking to take part of NZFortress if that ever comes around. Otherwise, NZFortress League could be on the horizon, and possibly after that, if the team's confident enough, the next Winter League.
Yeah. Now, as we've just seen on this mid here, yet again, the SS Scouts getting in there pretty quickly. Very odd fall by 3RP. They got stuck in the choke over on the side there, and they neglected to fall out. And then they decided to come back across the enemy lines to get out again and go for another choke point. So, interesting there. Possibly 3RP hasn't had that much experience on this map. However, Nom has obviously got 100% Uber, and SS has made no attempts to push straight away. So it looks as though they're going to be able to defend with all their players. Look, one scout getting through, soldier jumping in.
Uber's coming through here, and I think Nom he's got two players with him this time, making a good repush off this. GreaverTV goes down already. It's 4v5, but Blue does have their medic advantage. They just need to keep him alive at this point in time.
Yeah. And a lot of these players have been wanting to get out of there. They're so low, and SS with 4 players up, but no medic is going to cap this up with a full player advantage. 2 times on last point. It doesn't look like they're able to cap it up just yet. Still one scout behind though. Look, the medic has to go back for it. And wow, that is just the most shaky last point on Gully I've ever seen in my life.
I definitely think SS should have been able to take that. It's a little disappointing that they messed that one up. Although really good play by 3RP though.
That almost felt quite arrogant. The way they pushed that was just kind of like, we don't even need to form up and do this. We can just stream in there and kill them all. That was how it looked from the stream anyway.
Yeah, it definitely looked like they rushed that first scout in there. And on paper, that scout would not have made through. I mean, he did get punished for that. I think 3RP just did a good job of having respawns come through and dealing with players just jumping onto the point.
Yeah. And yet again, it makes me wonder how SS is going to play when they're playing against teams with enough DM to punish everyone that gets out of position like that. I know it's something Combus talks about all the time. Scouts out of position, you punish him.
I definitely think they're going to get a pretty massive wake-up call playing against teams that are good enough to take down their scouts, and what you end up seeing is those two aggressive scouts doing the kind of things they're doing now, they will get destroyed. They will die.
They're going to spend their
every
entire
single
game in
time.
spawn. They'll have no
They
flank,
will be spending their entire game dead because of the kind of aggressive plays they've been making.
Yeah, but in this league, yet again, it is working out pretty well for them. And yet again, coming in, down goes Spastic Monkey. Vicious going down as well. They already have someone trying to cap the point, and as a result, 3RP losing height advantage. They lose their heavy as a result. Only Lukey left up, though, and well, he's lucky for him. He was able to get out. I don't know how that happened. It looks like they've seen him go underneath, so they're going to lay down some stuff right there, and he just plus forwards right up into them. Put a rocket in him. Come on. No, instead the demo's going to duel with him and he's going to get out. How are their scouts getting out? I don't understand this. I really don't.
I think possibly 3RP just failing to connect the shots to kill those scouts, or the players indeed, just...
Yeah, come on, soldiers, shoot feet, get kills. But anyway, Domnom coming up on 80%, and so he's going to be able to hold this last point, no problems at all. Shout out to all of the CMH boys, and especially Dom Nom Nom. Got to meet them at Orkmageddon with, of course, with you last weekend, A's. And they were a lovely bunch of chaps, weren't they?
It was really good to meet a full FML team in the flesh. Real props for them for taking part in A6 TF2 competition.
Hard out, and Dom Nom Nom dropping Uber. Lukey just holds down W and gets in there. Here comes this big Uber in.
I think it's definitely possible for 3RP to hold this right now. They did a really good job of converting kills off that. GreaverTV goes down to excellent. Excellent with at least 2 kills in that last defense.
Yeah, and hopefully 3RP will be pushing from here.
So again, I think we're at the stage now where we're seeing SS making a lot of big mistakes, pushing last, going with full Uber advantage, sometimes full player advantage, and still not really taking that last point, just really dropping their heavies after Uber comes off.
Yeah. And Lukey going down, Dom Nom Nom finishing him. But we're Garrus and Lukey going down. And Platypus going down as well. So this is a big player advantage for 3RP. Ubers are around about even. This is just unfortunate because SS is just... Their playstyle means that 3RP is unconfident in the way they push.
I think they're going to need to wait for they're going to need to wait for some sort of a much larger player advantage before they feel like they're going to be confident enough to push out on this. I think, and they definitely do. I think they'll definitely feel like they need to get both of those scouts down before they can really push. They've been backcamped quite a bit, as you saw in Badlands, so they're going to need to look out for that.
Exactly, and that will definitely be what they're wondering about. Of course, Badlands and Gully are very similar, and the last points cap extremely quickly. Spastic going down already, as does Louder Than Thunder. SC is getting some good
So it's going to be really difficult to defend. Only 2 left up for the blue side.
Oh, damn.
And I think this is going to be the first. This is going to be the first cap.
So that last push by SS was quite good, actually.
I do have to commend 3RP for defending that last push several times, and I think most of the time actually on some sort of disadvantage, be it player or Uber disadvantage. So a really good job at them.
Yeah, absolutely, A's. And I mean, we look at this rollout right here. Garrus goes down really early.
3RP are in a bit of a bad position at the moment. Kind of get caught at that bottom area. With nowhere really to go. I think at this stage in time they really have no presence on point. They might need to fall out, but they do have a single player advantage they could work off of.
Well, this is a big repeat of what we saw last time, where they just stand down there, no height advantage, stuck in a little choke, and I mean, right now they're cleaning up players, but they're streaming in one by one to do it, and that's just not going to cut it against a team like this.
I think they were waiting for a rotate. They just dropped their demo on there. I don't think they can really re-push on this. I thought they could have actually re-entered where they were from the low ground. They had that 3-player kill on the SS side, and I think they definitely had about a 2-player advantage they could have gone in with.
Yeah, and yet again we see the SS scouts just playing silly buggers running around, and unfortunately 3RP lacking the DM to beat them. You know, in those situations, and now the Uber has been forced, and they are in a seriously bad predicament right here. If I was 3RP, I would be falling right back.
I think at this stage in time, they really need to make some sort of play to take down that SS Uber. to really make something of this last defense. Although seeing what we've seen so far, they might actually be able to hold even if SS come through with Uber.
Yeah, definitely. So what game do we have tomorrow night? We have GBH versus...
Blank Slate.
How do you reckon that game's going to go?
Oh, that should be a pretty tight one. I reckon both teams are very good. So, yeah, we'll be excited to see who comes out on top of that one.
Wow, the amount of cap they had on that point. Just rolling in there, just left click, right click from the demo, and all the players just holding down their fire buttons pretty much. 3 RP
I think I definitely saw a lot of SS player on that cap there. It would have definitely been a demo man's field there if you were the demo man at the top throwing stickies down on that point.
Hard out.
Could have been a 6-player kill to the demo, possibly.
Conversely, I couldn't actually tell if he was there or not, but was excellent down on that point.
I actually don't remember that.
Because honestly, if I was excellent, I would have been standing back as well and just left click, right click. Anyway, SS with serious DM advantage again right here. Not a superior one, just a serious one. And getting some major damage in there, and they're going to lose that medic, and they're probably going to lose the scout as well. Big cap on the point. And SS with a big advantage yet again.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
I think you really do see the difference in what scouts can really do for your team, and I think the 3RP scouts are really pulling enough weight to get those kills at the moment. They're doing some decent damage, but they're relying a lot on the soldiers and demos to make those kills for them. I think it really should be the other way around, and you can see it just how the SS scouts are really playing.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just following Garrus here, just seeing exactly how these SS scouts are playing. He's just got a buff from the medic. He's going to come up left. And it looks as though the Uber's going to get popped. Grease Wizard's in there. Garrus, soldier rocket jumping off Garrus. He gets demolished. Platypus coming down and just putting big DM in right here, getting that demo. And they're going to cap this one up without any problems as well. 3-0 on the scoreboard in favour of SS.
I think 3RP at this time really need to change up what they're doing in mid. Kind of the same mistakes repeating themselves over and over again, even from the Badlands game. Just SS taking weight.
I don't know why 3RP isn't getting aggressive. They're having a chance to, because it's just the scouts are getting into a superior position early. Your soldiers are just jumping up and laying down DM, and 3RP has not been getting in there. Yet again, excellent going down really early. This scout's going to go down here, and Spastic Monkey going down. 2 times cap, 7 times cap on the point. At least they got out with Domnom though.
Time has been added.
And yet again, scouts behind from SS.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
I think we've got demo versus demo upstairs, as.
Time has been added.
So tell me, before they push, what were you talking about in Mumble with your team on this half break? Obviously nothing. He must have dropped right there. But anyway, look at this 3RP getting cleaned up again. Domnom not able to save anyone, and I think we have either a pause or a lag.
A player must have dropped, but it does look like it will be 4-0 as Lukey on that point, and it is about a fraction of a cap away. So it will be a 4-0. Possibly someone dropped during the mid rollout or the mid fight of the next round.
Yeah. But yeah, so what were you talking about with your team?
Really just taking a look at how the mids are being played right now, kind of just reinforming them that the way SS are playing with their super aggressive plays, they really just need to get those 2 kills, get those 2 scout kills. Those 2 scouts just kind of really rushing in really deep. They do have 2 scouts and a demo man at the early parts of that game. With the 3v2, they really should be able to beat those 2 scouts and use those two.
They just need to focus them, and they have a 2-player
They really need them. They will have that 2-player advantage to go through with for the rest of the mid fight. That's really what they need to be doing in that mid fight. But really not seeing it at the moment. I think in the last rollout we saw Garrus, the 1 scout, jumping into, I think it was at least four players, managed to kill the demo and then walks out alive, I believe. I'm not actually too sure he died in that push. But just really aggressive players like that, 3RP really need to punish players for being able to do that. Garrus should not really be able to get away with that, walking into a team of 4, getting a kill, and then walking out, really.
Yeah, pretty much. Righto, so obviously this pause is 90 seconds in the future, so it's not a player dropping right now, it's a player dropping 90 seconds from there. And boom, 4-0 on the scoreboard, and everyone goes into civilian mode, so we're going to have to quickly record a demo. And,
I will say though, Vicious's rollout is definitely not the fastest, especially not this rollout. So it really is, a lot of the work is being done by the SS Scouts at this point.
Look at this 3RP getting aggressive. Getting themselves into another choke point. Why do they like standing against walls? I do not understand this. Soldier bombing in on the medic though. This could work out pretty well. No, that doesn't either. See, that was interesting. They decided to go aggressive, but yet again they hedged themselves in. They didn't choose to go straight ahead. Kind of slunk along the walls instead.
The control point is being contested.
I think they definitely need to maybe spread themselves out a little bit further on that midpoint, as we saw last night with the SQL SYF game, although SYF got the really good early positioning on mid SQL, kind of just coming through and reconsolidating and getting that damage through there. And as you can see, the 3RP just not really able to get the damage back onto the players, the SS players consolidated onto that point.
Exactly, and it's an extreme comparison, but fundamentally we are looking at the same thing right here. And Dom Nom Nom is only just coming up on 50% Uber. They're going to be hoping that SS screws around for another 20 seconds, or at this stage another 14 seconds. And it looks like Spastic Monkey dropped. Oh no, the monkey. And he's just joining back up. And it looks as though Dom might get Uber in time. Player dropping might have just saved their bacon, because SS doesn't look like they're about to push right now.
Interesting note. 4 SS players just went from below. We have Pyro, Demo, Medic, and Soldier. It's going to be an Uber from below. I think they're going to actually push players off and just count this.
Yeah, that's how it works. One of my favourite pushes, actually, in this game. However, it looks as though the Uber's here to save the day, and they're going to push those SF players off the point. It's only Vicious left up, so we're going to have
Vicious is still below the point at this point in time.
Yeah, but do they know this? I believe they do, and Vicious goes down. Nice work by Hanovic.
I definitely want them to push out on this one. There's only one.
But where is 3RP? Why have we only got the combo out on the point here? Yet again, another scout plus forwarding in there. I think he's going to get finished off. No, he's going to walk out of there somehow. And there's a good opportunity for 3RP to consolidate a few kills right here.
I think we might be seeing a lack of focus fire. They're just really not really getting the kills they really needed to there.
Nowhere near enough comms coming in, obviously. Lucky they got the demo putting in a bit of spam, but he's got the other demo there to contend with now, and SS is going to cap this point up again. And they have a major Uber advantage. Dom Nom Nom only just starting to heal someone now. And Garrus all over this demo. He's going to get excellent. He's going to get on the point. Scout's going to come to duel him. Is Garrus going to be able to finish this Scout off? No, he's going to get some soldiers in the face. Scout on point, apply generous soldier spam. But yet again, that big ass advantage. Luckily, they're probably going to wait for Garrus, but I don't think it's going to be long enough. Still got 20 seconds until they get Uber.
I think this is the Uber coming through now through the main door.
Yeah, getting lots of damage in there. Still got that heavy on the point. Scout's going to come from behind on him, though. Medic not there to heal him. Medic has his Ubersaw out. I don't know what was up with that. Try healing players. That also helps. 4-0 becomes 5-0. And that's going to be GGG. Good game, guys.
Yeah, I definitely think you notice the some of the main differences there. 3RP really, in those team fights, you really notice the lack of focus fire there. Everybody is shooting at somebody, but no one is shooting at the same person. So really you have 6 people shooting at 6 different people. What you end up having there is nobody on the SS team dying and everybody on the 3RP team dying.
Absolutely. Right, well, we're going to wrap that up right there. I'm going to grab hold of a couple of the players from each team so we can have a bit of an interview and talk about this game. 3RP might be ignoring me, I can't blame them, but I'm going to see what I can do there, and we will be right back with an interview in just a moment. Right, gamers, and we are back. I have select members from each team here to have a talk to us. So let's see who we have in the channel right now. We have Spastic Monkey from 3RP. What is up, dude?
Not much. Good game.
You had fun?
But, yeah, had fun. Bit sad that we didn't get any points on the boards, but a bit of a learning curve, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And of course, we have been joined by Hercule Pyro. What is up? You're also from 3RP, aren't you?
I am indeed. G'day.
And how do you find the game tonight, dude?
Oh, pretty rough.
Pretty rough. Not enough lube. A bit like that, yeah?
Yeah, a bit like that.
Okay. And Hager Gunner Vicker something or other. I don't think I pronounced your name right once during the match.
I don't think anyone pronounces it.
Yeah, no, seriously. Change it. No, I mean, sorry. How did you find the game, dude? Obviously,
It was pretty depressing.
Yeah, it would have been a little bit depressing. But overall, I mean, I know you guys have been fairly competitive with the other teams, so did you get much out of tonight?
No, it was good fun. It was, like always, a bit of a learning curve. But yeah, like I said, it was still depressing at the end of the day.
Absolutely, mate. I hear you. Righto, and we have also been joined by Louder Than Thunder. What is up, dude?
G'day, man. Not a lot. Not a lot.
KK, and how was the game for you? Any personal highlights?
Our village just got pillaged badly. I gotta say one of my highlights was definitely getting a domination on Lukey. I was like, yes, take that.
No, I bet that felt pretty good. Which brings us, of course, to Lukey. What is up, dude? How was that?
Pretty enthralling.
Enthralling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you're quite happy with your win there, then, I'm assuming?
Oh yeah, definitely lots of room for improvement. We were all over the fucking show. But yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah, you'll actually be able to go through and listening to Sold At, haha, Lukey dropping $10 words. Sold At now that he's in Australia, letting it all out.
Nice one, bro.
My bad.
And obviously you guys are about to check out the VOD and you get to listen to me and Ace criticise the crap out of both of your teams. Usually I try to keep things pretty fun when we're casting, but we just couldn't help ourselves. It's FML mentors should not cast games, I'm assuming. But anyway, Vicious, I know that a lot of people have been pretty mad with your DM during this competition. How did you find tonight's game?
I feel sorry for everybody else in this competition because you have to deal with me.
Because you're so special. Do you attribute it to half as many hours as Rocky has in MGE, which is in itself that's quite a number, or?
I don't hit up a lot of MGE really. I don't know. I just do every now and then.
Which is funny because that's exactly what Rocky says as well. But anyway, we're gonna move through 3RP. What did you take out of tonight? What did you think that you could improve on?
DM, obviously.
Other than DM, we're gonna leave that's the elephant in the fucking corner. All right, let's carry on.
But I mean, why is it the elephant? Like, if our DM had been on par, then we would have had a game on our hands.
Okay. Yes, I've got Fad messaging me. Superior DM. There we go, I've said it again. Righto, so you guys will obviously be working on that. However, I must say 3RP a lot, while you obviously made plenty of mistakes as well, you guys had some amazing pushes and you formed up pretty well at times, so well done there. Lukey, what did you guys take out of tonight? What do you think your team can improve on specifically?
Sticking together and watching out for each other. And probably just better communication. We're like the opposite of 3RP in that match.
Yeah, definitely. Your scouts especially, of course, including yourself, like you guys you would never seem to be on a flank. You were always behind and stuff. And I mean, against lower level teams, it certainly seems to be working in your favour. They can't kill you. No, when I say lower level, I'm talking about all of you, because obviously you're all at around about a, Div, well, I suppose it's Div 6 level now, isn't it? Div 6, Div 5 level in NZFortress terms, but, I mean, still plenty to learn from that. However, you guys, in the short period of time you've been together, you've come a long way, so you've got to be pretty chuffed with that, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but good bunch of lads, eh?
Yeah, well, you guys all certainly seem to like each other, and obviously you play pretty well together. I mean, if there was one person plus faulting, a team would usually get angry at them. You guys found a team where you could all do it together in unison and still rate face, so you must be pretty chuffed.
Yeah.
Righto.
Do you feel like everything for the SS guys? You feel like everything went to plan tonight? I did definitely noticed, especially on gullywash. It might have been the first round. It was a really long round going for that last push. A lot of non-successful last pushes a lot of the time with either Uber or player advantage. Did you feel like something might have gone wrong there? Did everything go to your plan mostly tonight, or?
Our last... Go on, Lucky.
We just stuck to what we knew. That was about it. We just did the pushes that we practiced.
Yeah, I was hoping for a map with cones on today, but obviously there's only one on Gullywash, and I found it at the end.
Yeah, well, I gotta say, Vicious, given the short period of time you've been playing demo, you've like in regards to sticky placement and pipes, you've come a long way. Obviously, your rollout certainly needs some work, but
What?
No,
Nah,
they definitely do. But I mean, you obviously, how long ago did you pick up and start playing demo?
Like 3-4 weeks ago, I think.
Exactly, so pretty impressive for that time. You had some good coverage, and shout out to 3RP's demo, who did some awesome work tonight. He put down some awesome sticky coverage, so I imagine 3RP would have been quite happy with that.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with X tonight. I thought we did well.
Yeah.
We had a... Yeah, and thanks to Dom Nom Nom, lots of thanks to Dom Nom Nom for stepping in as medic, because Tara is away digging up bones or some shit, so... I mean, something.
How did you guys feel like with the change in the medical lineup tonight? How much did that affect the way you guys played a lot, or how did you guys?
It was actually really interesting. For me, it was quite similar, but I got messages from the scouts and the demos, and the scouts were real stoked, and the X wasn't happy, just because of the way he laid heals out differently.
I got buffs. It was glorious.
So do you feel like it was just like maybe just a different play style, not necessarily worse or better?
Yeah, I think so, and I think maybe with a bit more time to get used to it, we would have evened up, but whatever.
Do you feel like it might have impacted on your game tonight, or?
A little bit, but compared to...
I think it did personally. I think we had a few miscommunication problems at times where we sort of we went to push in and didn't know where
that push.
Yeah, there was a couple of times where we were going to go in an Uber and no one called the Uber and we both just ended up dying.
Yeah, quite a few times I seem to think you guys had like 2 mumble channels that were linked, and sometimes you just drop the link. And it seemed like, the team was cut off from each other, but overall, the way you guys played together did actually seem superior tonight, so well done in that respect. Now for the big question, 3RP, where to from here? You guys going to stick together? What are you planning to hit up?
We haven't really talked about it like as a team. I think we're planning to stick together.
Okay, sounds good. Obviously, you'll be looking for some competitions to play in. Currently planning to kick off NZFL 3, which will just be entitled NZFL because that's just easier. It's less for me to type. So if you guys are looking to stay together, there's going to be a weekly or bi-weekly competition there, and of course we've got some other fun stuff in the works there. So if you do stick around, quite excited to see what happens there. If not, well done to you guys. And Lukey and Vicious, where is SS heading from here? Because what was up with this? You guys play in AusFL. I know you forfeited a few rounds because of availability and stuff, but why no L?
We're I don't know. We just didn't really. We were in AusFL and we were just like getting rolled, and we were just trying to bullshit together. We lost our demo, so I had to take it up. So
and we had lots of slots all the time. It was this wasn't working availability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So gonna work on availability and get back in it, or?
Yeah, I think the team's gonna get revamped a little.
Yeah, I'm changing back to Soldier. I just did demo for this. Now I can just go back to my class.
Really sounds like a Poppy Hemp team. So speaking of mentors, what is it like having the great noob trainer Popper as your mentor?
Popper didn't make it tonight because he was on a booty call.
Yeah, he was on a booty call, last minute booty call. God.
So Popper left us to set up the server by ourselves. None of us know how to do it. We didn't know what we were doing.
He left me in charge since I'm technically captain, and I handled it all because I'm responsible.
Well, seeing as I set it all up for you, you got pretty lucky in that respect tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely hit that up. And if you're wanting to learn about that, sorry for the free plug, but jump on GreaverTV. I've actually got a guide to doing that shit, so you can hit that up.
Cheers, man. Sounds good.
How are you guys? Because I do notice that you one of the only teams that regularly scrim outside of the FML level. Or most of the FML teams just scrim other FML teams. How are you guys finding scrimming teams outside of FML? What kind of results have you been getting, and just what's the experience been like?
When we had our initial team, we were beating KB to start with, and we've been beating WAR as well. So pretty okay.
Yeah, KB's a tough one. I changed. We lost someone. Like it'll win a bit messy, so that's another thing.
And
but yeah,
of
we
course,
did good.
it's very different with them now because KB obviously they have really ramped up, and without I know from playing on LAN they actually beat BS with Loop and Bones and Domino and Export, and of course beat SB, which contained quite a few skilled NZF players as well. So
namely Griever.
Yeah, namely that Griever guy. Oh, here he gets massive middies. No, he can't hit shit. Anyway, I think we actually avoided casting one of the matches because everyone on our team was too drunk, and we were like, yeah, no, we just held down W the entire time. But anyway, moving on from that, so SS, you're going to revamp the team, so you guys thinking we're going to see you an hour late, or what are your plans?
I don't know. Maybe. We haven't talked to Poppy yet because he's like the most unavailable one, actually.
Yeah. Well, yet again, like honestly, I've been saying this to all of the FML teams. Ditch your mentors. Use them for mentoring and stuff, but the absent father thing works pretty well. Got to get out there and play and make some scrim contacts, especially because I know I've spoken to a few teams and they had no idea how to contact anyone outside without their mentors. So yeah, I see Fadmucker messaging me saying, "Oh, your mentor ditches you." I didn't ditch you. I'm just your absent father, alright? So,
yeah, where were you, man?
What do you mean, where was me? My team's probably going to come second in this shit, and I'm nowhere to be found. Come on.
Oh, that's a big
It's a big call, alright. Which brings me to my final question before we wrap this up. Which team are you expecting to meet in the finals?
To be completely honest with you, I have no idea who is even playing in this next semi-final.
Neither. We don't keep track of these things.
Yeah,
I kind of actually thought that might be your answer. So, it's GBH versus BS.
Oh, boy. I'm going to say GBH.
Yeah, I'm going to go with GBH as well.
Yet again, my team, second. Anyway, well, there'll be a casting coverage of that tomorrow night, so hopefully you guys can tune in for that as well and check that out. Anyway, we're going to wrap this up. Avril, thank you very much for joining me tonight, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, always good to have you along when you turn your fucking fan off anyway. And of course, big thank you to 3RP and SS for putting on a good show and of course coming in for an interview. We're going to wrap that up right there. Thank you very much. This is GreaverTV. I am Griever. You can check this out on GreaverTV if you are watching it live right now. And this VOD will be up on NZFortress tomorrow. If you like what you've just seen, click on the links to check out more Team Fortress 2 coverage by GTV. Remember that you can help us promote Team Fortress 2 by subscribing and liking the videos.